Alright, hello everyone. Is that time again? Not played an RPG in quite some time on here, so figured we would give this a little shot. Talking about Darklands on Discord the past week or so. Thought I would give it a little go. I have no idea whatsoever if this is going to make for like an entertaining stream game, but I figured we'd give it a try. It's not the most exciting game to look at. There's a lot of text, and it's from 1992. It's a DOS RPG that was released in an unfinished state, but we'll give it a try. So X17 and Duke Donuts. Thank you very much for the subscriptions. Duke Donuts, thank you very much for the tier 2. Let's get started. In medieval Germany, reality is more horrifying than fantasy. Strangely enough, I don't think this is a German-made game. I think this game is American-made. So it's not quite as hardcore spreadsheety as like the Realms of Arcania games. Yeah, this is one of those games where came out during that period in the 90s for RPGs on computer where if you wanted to actually understand what was going on in the game, they would put vital information that should be in the manual in the hint book instead.
Welcome to Darklands. Welcome.
Important, though she said it twice. Medieval Germany, the 15th century. War was beginning. Alright, create a new world. We're gonna create some dudes. Now, I spent quite a bit of time over the past week or so theory crafting a party here. Because, there are lots and lots and lots of skills and stats in this game, but a lot of them are almost entirely useless. And yeah, from what I have read, there are penalties for age, but only during character creation. There are no more age penalties that apply once the game begins. Yeah. So, first person we're going to make, I think will be our lockpicking and streetwise dude. Streetwise is not a terribly useful skill in this game because all it really does is saves you from having to fight encounters with like thugs and stuff like that in the streets and in cities, which those are, once you get halfway decent gear, those are pretty much free anyway. So yeah. What shall we call our streetwise dude? In my test game I called him Bongo, so we might just go with Bongo. Bongo Quarry. We will enter. Nickname will be Bongo. Begin his childhood. Alright, I think I had him start as a urban commoner or town trades, I forget which. Might have been town trades. Get the extra 5 points in artifice. We'll go with that. Alright. I'm gonna pump up endurance and strength. Those are the two most important stats in the game. Agility is not terribly important. From what I have read, the only thing agility is used for in combat is determining if projectile attacks hit you. And the only enemies in the game that use projectile attacks are like guard captains and the dudes guarding the walls and castles when you're laying siege to them. So yeah, neither of those are terribly important. Perception will be important for him, though. One point in agility. That's good enough. Alright. First occupation, we'll make Bongo an apprenticed craftsman. Pump up artifice. Do some streetwise. Put points in religion and virtue. Let's see. Don't really need a whole lot of points in weapon skills because these will go up very, very quickly on their own. Except maybe bow and like missile device. Because bows and missile device, some of the weapons require like minimum skill levels to use properly. We'll do that. Yeah, this is edged weapons, impact weapons, flails, polearms, thrown weapons, bows, and missile-launching devices. Flails and polearms are almost entirely useless in this game, so we won't bother with them. Like, stat-wise, they are almost completely worse than edged and impact weapons in every way. Let's see. I think the first number is the number of points you get in a skill from taking a career, and the second number is the number of points you can add. Alright, what else are we going to give him? We're just going to have to, like, pick some stuff at random here. Stealth is pretty useless. It's one of those skills where, depending on the random event you get, you either have to have one person with absurdly high stealth to the point that they had to, like, ignore other parts of their character just to focus on it, or you have to have everyone with a slightly less ludicrously high, yet still way higher than you should have, stealth. And, like, the only downsides are you have to fight someone. Ride is also not terribly useful because no one has been able to confirm whether or not horses actually work in this game. Horses may actually do nothing. Religion and virtue, though, are both important for everyone. Pump up some of these skills here. Don't really have to, but we might as well. Yeah, ride you can safely ignore. Let's see. Synertia, thank you for the host. Yeah, we have 11 skill points to pretty much waste here. Just throw some points into skills. Sure, speak common. Good enough. Alright, next occupation. Journeyman craftsman. points into artifice. More points into religion and virtue. More points into streetwise. Another point into edged weapons to put that, make that be our highest weapon skill, so we get a short sword for free. Because, sorta did some looking at the numbers for the stats for weapons, and it looks like the two best melee weapons in the game are the short sword and the military hammer. So, short sword is pretty good to start with. Eventually, when we start fighting more dudes with, like, plate armor, we'll switch to military hammers, but, that will be fine for now. Also, in the meantime, Sure, that's fine. The numbers look like times. The first number is the number of skill points you get in a skill from the class that you take, and then the second number is the number of additional skill points you can spend. Zotmeister, thank you for the host. We're doing our medieval German taxes here. We'll put some points into ride. Why not? And a point into stealth. Yeah, this game has very bad fonts and very bad colors, but it was 1992. People were excited about having 256 colors to work with. Alright, pretty good. Next occupation, we'll make him a master craftsman. Put more points into artifice. Your Vandal Heart. Yeah, you can learn alchemical formulae in this game. But, Bongo is not an alchemist. He is ignorant in such things. Let's see. More points in religion and virtue. Most of my dudes end up being between like 35 and 45. Red Mage, thank you for the host. Ghost Pilot, this is one of those DOS games where... Oh, Red Mage, thank you so much for the 50 groats. Freddy's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. In around 10 p.m. Eastern time, I am going to have to do a little intermission to give him his medicine and get him started on his food, but yeah, he's doing pretty good. This is one of those games where there are some animations in DOSBox that play too fast unless you turn the cycles down so slow that the rest of the game becomes an unplayable slog. Let's see. What's it gonna do? Don't need that. Next occupation. Did I skip Journeyman Craftsman? I did, didn't I? Yeah, we're gonna have to start over. There's no way to, like, take back a career. You have to kill the character and start over. Alright. Bongo Quarry. Bongo. And yeah, it's not uncommon in this game to spend several hours tinkering with your characters to get them just right. Alright. Town trades. Pump up endurance and strength. Two most important stats. And then perception. Go, good enough. Alright, apprentice craftsman. Artifice. Streetwise. Difference is, in your starting stats. there are different starting values of those, and when praying to saints, it has a little bit of effect on some saints as well. Religion, virtue. Pump that stuff up. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna be here for a while, because this is one of those games. Yeah, I was feeling a bit brave tonight, and decided to play some RPGs for the first time in quite a while. It's a bit of a test stream. I don't know if this is going to be a particularly exciting stream game, but we shall see. A lot of numbers and a lot of abbreviations, but there are a couple points in ride, another point in edged, a couple points in missile devices. All right, journeyman craftsman. There we go. Artifice, pump that up. Streetwise. Religion and virtue. Yeah, it's very unfortunate when they publish this game that they put so much vital data that you should have in the hint book instead of the manual. So if you wanted to actually know the stats for all the weapons and the armor and equipment and stuff, you had to pay an extra like $15 to get the hint book, because none of that was in the manual, and none of it is in the game either. You can't just like look at the stats of items in the game. Point into stealth. I did find a place where you can sort of grind stealth up too, so we might be doing some of that. We'd have to do that ideally in a town where we don't care about our reputation, because it involves potentially getting caught by the guards. Next occupation. There we go. Master craftsman. They're D. Okay, 45 artifice. Streetwise at 25. Religion and virtue are important. Actually, virtue. We can put virtue down a little bit. 15 is the requirement to become a hermit. And for at least like the first 1 or 2 tours of duty as a hermit, it's essentially free of age penalties, because it has bonuses to strength and endurance, which will counteract age penalties for careers past the age of 30. Alright. Put a point into edged weapons, just so that we get a short sword to start with. That's pretty good, I think. There we go. We can make Bongo a hermit, essentially for free. And that has the upside of really pumping up your virtue as well. Put Artifice at 50 to make it easier to pick locks as well. Weapon skills you don't really have to put a lot of points into, because they go up absurdly quickly in the game itself. Like, early on in the game, it is not uncommon to fight a group of 4 thieves in the alleys at night and get, like, 3 to 5 points of weapon skill just from one fight. Virtue is important because it determines how quickly you regain divine favor after praying to a saint, which is like... They're saints, but they're actually more... They function more like spells in a way. Alright. 1 point left. Costs 2 points to raise a skill past 50, so... Get into stealth, I guess. Okay. Bongo's done. Create another character. We're going to create our smart dude. Our scholar who will specialize in speak Latin, read and write, and heal. Heal is a vitally important skill because it determines your natural healing rate from resting. We want heal to be 45. With a heal of less than 30, you heal 1 hit point per night. With a heal skill of 30, you regain 2 hit points per night. With a heal skill of 45, you restore 3 hit points per night of rest, so it essentially triples your natural healing rate. We will enter a new name. His name will be Who Thou. Your strength is your hit points. Strength is used as hit points versus lethal damage, and endurance is hit points versus non-lethal damage. Begin childhood. Make him an urban commoner. Endurance and strength are really important for everyone. It's perception. We don't need that for him. We need some charisma, though. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, we will make him a student. We'll put points in religion, virtue, speak Latin, read and write, and heal. Not artifice, heal. Okay, a few points in bow. What else shall we give him? Points in missile devices. Good enough. Yeah, speak Latin, read and write, and heal are his 3 important skills. Is read and write a 1-character-only skill? I think all the situations where read and write is used are situations where you choose which character is going to be using it. Alright. Student. Make him a student again. Spend some more time in school. Bump up heal. Speak Latin. Read and write. Religion, virtue. Some points in bow. I think that'll be pretty good. Got his 3 important skills, and then religion and virtue. Next occupation, we'll make him a physician. Not that. Up heal. Speak Latin. Read and write. Should be alright at 30, I think. We'll bump it up a bit. 34 should be good. Next occupation. Make him a physician again. There we go. Got virtue at 15, so he can do a tour of duty as a hermit. That should raise his heal to 45 then. It's pretty good. Religion at 20 is good enough. Yeah. He can essentially be a hermit for free. Heal, we don't really need to raise past 45 because the next breakpoint in the heal skill is 60, and we are probably never going to get any skills up that high except maybe weapon skills. So we can ignore that. Put Speak Latin at 40. Religion at 28 should be alright. Virtue of 30 is good. At edge weapons is 16, so he will start with a short sword. That's good. Put some points into bow. Okay, I think Who Thou is done. Next character. We will call him...
Welcome.
Simon, thank you for the host. We'll call him Myth the Lore Master, and he will be our alchemist. In childhood, we will make him an urban commoner, I think. Endurance and strength are important for everyone. He's probably not going to have as much as I would like him to have because he is going to need both high intelligence and high charisma. Because he's going to be our alchemist and he's going to be our face. Probably bump these down a bit. Another couple of points in intelligence. That's pretty good. Okay, he's going to start as a student. We'll pump up his alchemy. Religion and virtue are important for everyone. He is going to get Speak Common. So he's going to be doing all of our speechcraft and our buying and selling of things. What else shall we give him? Not really going to need to know how to read and write, because we only need one character who will do that, and that is Who Thou. Missile devices is fine. Give him some throne. One of the things alchemists can do in this game is, rather than casting spells, you create potions, and then you can throw them to activate them. Dukan Kun, thank you for the host. He has no formulae yet. We'll give him a few more weapon skills. We're just gonna have to throw some points around here to waste them, I think. Some ride. Myth knows how to ride a horse. And he knows how to read a little bit. Next occupation, he's going to be an alchemist. Build up alchemy. Points in religion and virtue and speak common. And then he does not have nearly as many skill points left after having to really invest this many skills. That. Sure, he'll be stealthy. Then, let's see. Oh yeah, I looked at the numbers, and there is no reason to take Master Alchemist. It is not worth it. You're better off just repeating Alchemist as many times as you need to get your alchemy up to what you want it to be. Okay, alchemy. Speak common. Religion. Virtue. Yeah, we'll have him be an alchemist for a couple more, 1 or 2 more tours of duty. Then we'll have him be a hermit for a while. Speak common of 40 should be good enough. It's pretty good there. Yeah, I don't really worry about the formulae you start with, because you are going to be far too poor and feeble and incompetent for the first part of the game to really be able to spend a lot of time making potions. Plus, if you have a decent enough alchemy skill, and I think it's Speak Common and Charisma, you can convince the alchemists in towns to give you formulas for free. But yeah, let's see. It's pretty good. We'll do that, and 1 measly point in stealth. Next occupation. Make him a hermit now. Well, I would rather... That's gonna put his strength down a little too low, though, so we'll make him a hermit. That's essentially going to be a free career for him. There we go. Alchemy 40 is good. Good to start with. This game uses one of those systems where your skills they have a chance of increasing as you use them. So as we make potions, his alchemy skill will, in theory, start to increase. Do that. Good enough. Points into that. We wait. We'll do that. Yeah, there we go. So he starts off with a short sword. Alright, Myth the Lore Master is done. does not want to show me what formulae he has because this game is glitchy. Yeah, he's done. We have one more character to make. This is going to be our priest. We're just going to call him Fernando.
Welcome.
Whoop Von Whoop, thank you for the host. Begin our childhood. Let's see, what do we want to make him? Doesn't really seem to matter. We'll make him a rural commoner. Good enough. Endurance and strength. He is going to need perception because he will also be our woodwise dude. Go. That's good enough for Fernando. Okay. Make him a novice monk / nun. Bump up his religion and virtue. His woodwise. Give him some sorted weapon skills here. Some points to blow, so we'll give him some stealth. Ride. Wood. We'll make him somewhat literate. Okay. Next. Oh, I remember. I remember what I got to do for him. Yeah, let's kill that version of Fernando. I had to start him off as a noble to have enough virtue by his second career to just make him be a hermit for the rest of his life. So yeah. Fernando. Father Fernando. Begin childhood. We'll make him... Yeah, nobility starts with 2 points in virtue, whereas all the other family backgrounds start with 1. We'll make him a noble. Padre Fernando. Go. That's good enough. Alright, make him novice monk. Points into religion, points into virtue, points into woodwise. Go. Doesn't need any of that. We'll make him semi-literate. Stealthy. He knows how to ride a horse. He knows how to talk. A little bit of Latin. Okay. There we go. We can make him a hermit now. He's going to be a hermit for the rest of his days. Go. give him ridiculous amounts of virtue and religion. Go, next occupation. He's going to be a hermit. Religion of 40 ought to be good enough. Virtue of 55 is decent enough. Wood-wise, make that 35. Got a few little points left over we can play with here. Sure, 41. 56. Good enough. Also, he is massive. He has a 40 endurance and a 41 strength now. He is a big dude. I think we're pretty good. Alright. Bongo. Add to party. Let's change his colors. Give him bongo hair. Make his colors yellow and red. Change his heraldry. There we go. There's bongo colors. I think this looks sort of familiar because this is very much like the font that Daggerfall used. Let's add who thou to the party. Let's see, we'll make him... What'll who thou look like? Him like green or something. Oh, that's a nice color there. Good enough. And change his heraldry. Ooh, can we make him like yellow and green? That's good enough. Okay, Myth the Lore Master. Add to party. Use this little wizard image for him. Like blue robes. And change his heraldry. We'll give him the shield with the mystic symbol on it. And then Fernando. Add Fernando to the party. We'll give him the jolly old fat friar image. Fernando had like orange hair. Close enough. Oh, give him these nice bright green robes. And his heraldry, his coat of arms will be the nut. Okay. We got our group together. Begin the adventure. Right. Got our characters made in less than an hour. Here we go. You gather around the comfortable fire at the Goldener Angle in the city of Speyer. Then we are agreed, asks Bongo. We will swear this pact of loyalty to achieve justice and glory for all. Everyone nods. You all swear a pact as blood brothers to seek good and avoid evil, and to bring everlasting honor and glory to your names. You look around at each other. Now that we have a goal, Bongo remarks wryly, how shall we achieve it? Let's visit the market and the guilds in search of better equipment and more training, suggests Who Thou. I've also heard that the churches and monasteries may take on students. Once we find some teachers, we can just stay here and work at various things until the money runs low. Everyone nods. A wise plan, remarks Myth, but why not take action now? Thieves infest the back streets here at night. We can gain repute, experience, and a bit of plunder by eliminating these scum. Let us also listen to rumors and visit the market to learn about tasks the merchants may have for us. There's an unhappy look on Fernando's face. Don't we need fine armor and good weapons? Maybe the sale of 1 or 2 valuable items would give us the funds to help everyone here. I am loath to venture into the dangerous countryside without good equipment. After discussing these issues, you decide to spend some time here in the Goldener Angle, the local inn, immediately leave the city of Speyer for the open country, out into the main street, or slide out into a side street. First thing we're going to do is we're going to save. Yeah. Let's equip our stuff. Short sword. Short sword. This is, this game came out in, that period of time in the early 90s where computers started to come with mice by standard, but people hadn't quite figured out how to make interfaces that actually worked well. So yeah, the interface is a bit weird in this game. Alright. Slide down to the side street. The side streets of Speyer are full of people, dogs, cats, pigs, and occasional carts. Moving through the crowd, you turn toward Main Street, the Stadtplatz, political center of Speyer, the market, commercial hub of the city, the great churches and religious centers of Speyer. Side streets leading to the crafts district, inns and other areas, the docks and wharves, a scenic grove where you can waste time, other locations you remember, or the city walls. Go to the crafts district. Navigating through the narrow streets, you seek some craftsmen specializing in arms and armor. As you walk, you look down each cobblestone street. At ground level, signs with pictures portray the various guilds and crafts. You turn towards Swordsmith's Lane, Armorer's Way, the square of bowyers and gunsmiths, a street to other crafts and guilds, a side street leading elsewhere, or the main street. We're going to do Myth the Lore Master has the best charisma and the best speak common skill, so we're going to make him the leader for bargaining. We're going to sell some stuff here. Myth has a couple of potions here that we can get rid of. We can sell these to make some money. We can't really afford a whole lot just yet, but let's see what he has for sale. If he has any javelins, we might pick up some javelins, but he does not. I'd have to get them from the square of bowyers and gunsmiths. Nope. But yeah, pretty much the first, like, 4 hours of this game is grinding against the thugs in the alleys at night. Ooh, we can go to the Astrologer's Lane, where the signs have alchemical symbols. Strolling past townhouses displaying various arcane symbols, the experienced eye of Myth easily spots the best alchemist in Speyer, Boto Shot. Inside, you are very polite, as alchemists are famous for their arrogance. You ask about... Myth is our leader. We can buy a better philosopher's stone. Purchase alchemical compounds. This is what we want to do. Trade alchemical knowledge and formulas. If we succeed our speech check here, we will get a new potion formula for free. Soda Bagoda, thank you very much for 8 millennia in a row. Let's see if we succeed here. Growling, the alchemist Boto Shot says, "Begone, bothersome and ignorant fellows, before I turn you into toads." Although confident he lacks such powers, you decide it's only polite to humor him for the next few days. Okay, so we can't go back there for a couple of days, but that's alright. Tinkerer's Guild. Giant Cudgel. I want some javelins. No one here seems to have any. Let's go to the market. Merchants selling everyday items. They have nothing for us. Pavilions of the foreign traders. Javelin, there we go. We're gonna buy everyone some javelins. Buy everyone 2 javelins, I think. Go. This wonderful equipment screen to equip our javelins. And we're gonna save. The Fugger banking offices. $99 is Divine Favor, I think, which is essentially your spell points for praying. Yeah, we're ready to start. We go to a scenic grove where we can waste time. Then we wait until nightfall. Strolling among the trees, you find an especially soft and pleasant place, sunlit and not too windy. You settle down here, backs against sturdy oaks, and nap until nightfall. The moonlight filters down through a quiet stand of trees. Amid the shadows, you decide to slip away down a side street. Tiny gleams from occasional windows provide barely enough light to outline the buildings along the street. Amid impenetrable shadows, you move toward... I always move towards the empty blackness of the docks at night, and then hopefully we'll get in a fight here. You stumble and trip frequently moving through the back alleys, and more than one wrong turn slows your progress. And then we get attacked. Now we get to the wonderful jumbled mess of this game's combat system. It uses real-time with pause combat. But you don't really have direct control over what your characters do. You give them suggestions as to what to do, and they may or may not follow. Yeah, we will use missile weapons against... some of these dudes. Alright. Gang up on him. There we go. Got some cash. Get our javelins back. F apparently didn't throw a javelin, so... your javelin back, and you... some falchions, which we will sell. We get leather armor for everyone. The V stands for vitals, and the L stands for limbs on the armor. Alright. We're getting skill ups here. As you catch your breath, common folk come into the street and thank you. Bless you, noble travelers, says an old porter. These thugs were terrorizing our neighborhood. And that means reputation has gone up. We are respected here now. Activity still proceeds on the docks of Speyer, even in the darkness. Looking at the chunks of ice and frozen scum around the wharves, you pity any doomed soul who falls into the water. You decide to down a side street. Myth is in bad shape here. Also, we need to equip our new stuff we got. On your leather, your clothing. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to be doing this for the next few hours. This is essentially the first, like, 4 to 6 hours of the game. Is beating up thugs in the alley. Until you have enough money to afford decent gear. And your reputation is high enough that you start getting quests. Oh, we got attacked on the way back. Okay, we can, chuck some javelins at these dudes. Except for Fernando. Also, scrolling around the map, you hold the shift key is the scroll key. Which, that's good interface design. Here we go. Alright. Duke Donuts, thank you very much for the 100 groats. Daylight, can we visit the Clothmakers Guild? We will certainly do so. Hopefully no one will die here. Alright. There we go. We just finished our characters and we have just started the early game grind right now. All right. The javelin. Got our javelins back. We can pick up all this. Clothing is not worth anything, so we'll just leave that behind. The thieves lie motionless at your feet. You feel strangely content, as if a higher power intended them to meet such a fate. Wow. We butchered them. Just a pile of, like, body parts lying around. Navigating through the narrow streets you seek, we'll head back to the inn. Mellow lanterns and a warm fire make the Goldener Angle a great place for good food and conversation, at least for the next month. You look around and decide to... And yeah, if you spend more than 30 days sleeping at the inn, your reputation starts to go down because the people of the town think you're like vagrants. So yeah, work, pray, study, experiment, etc. Since Bongo was not hurt, he's going to earn some money working. Who thou can regain strength. Myth is almost dead. He has 1 strength point left. And Fernando can earn a little money. And yeah, since Who Thou has a healing skill of 45, we regain 3 hit points per night instead of 1. We'll just rest here until Myth is no longer hovering at death's door. Okay, Who Thou is fully healed, so he will start earning some money. The scribe. Eventually, when we have more money, we will be able to start making healing potions. Like once we get the recipe for it. Yeah, you spend a lot of time in this game sleeping at the inn. Okay. Leave now. Go back to the alchemist, see if Myth can convince him to give him a formula for free. Alright. Guilds and crafts who specialize in less violent pursuits. The Clothmaker's Street, an important guild in any city. The pungent smells of tanning and dye mix with the dust from the wool and flax here on Clothmaker Street. You leave. Astrologer's Lane. Alright. Our friend Bodo shot. A Myth is the leader, so he will try to trade alchemical knowledge. Duke Donuts, thank you very much for the 100 groats. See if we can... No, we made him mad again. Begone, bothersome and ignorant fellows, before I turn you into toads. Okay, we can sell our crap, though. Back to Swordsmith's Lane. I think it was Who Thou has... Yeah, you can sell this stuff. Okay, we're good. Let's see. We can go to the great churches and see if we can learn any saints here. Of Who Thou, who speaks Latin, and he can read and write. He will be our leader for this. An elderly, clear-eyed monk bows and asks your business. You explain that you wish to study about saints in their library. The old monk promises to inquire and bids you wait for an answer. You take seats on a wooden bench and wait. As you are escorted into the library, your guide whispers, a gift of 3 groschen to help maintain the library would be appreciated. The old librarian nods and talks happily about the documents they have concerning various saints. You discuss your preferences and discover that today you only have time to study one saint, and only one person can see the source at a time. You decide to either donate 3 groschen, select the saint you will study and the person who will benefit, or politely decline this opportunity and depart. You can learn about Saint Finbar, Saint Margaret, Saint Alexis, and Saint Giles of Portugal. Saint Giles of Portugal is the only negative saint in the game who permanently drains your stats if you pray to him. So he's essentially like Crom from the Conan mythos, who he gets upset at you if you bug him by praying to him, so he punishes you. Yeah, nowhere in the game or in the manual does it tell you what abilities any of these saints have. You have to have bought the clue book for that that vital information. So let's see. What saints have we got? Finbar, Margaret, and Alexis. Okay, Saint Alexis. If you pray to Saint Alexis, your local rep at the nearest city will increase by 10 to 20 points. And if you have less than 12 pennies, you'll receive 36 to 108 pennies if your prayer succeeds. Yeah, there's like 125 saints or something like that. They're like Pokemon. Saint Margaret. Saint Giles. Not Saint Giles of... Oh yeah, there's a Saint Giles and Saint Giles of Portugal. One is positive and one is negative. The Saint Giles of Portugal is the negative one. Finbar is what we want to see. Saint Finbar. He temporarily increases charisma by 8 to 15, perception by 6 to 11, speak Latin by 10 to 19. So he would be one to pray to before you go petition the monks to teach you of another saint. And Saint Margaret. Saint Margaret heals your endurance by 100%, heals your strength by 50%, gives you plus 3 to 6 to each attribute, and plus 5 to 10 to each non-weapon skill. That sounds a bit OP right there. Let's have Who Thou learn about Saint Margaret. There we go. Okay, we've collected another saint. We have stuffed them in our Pokeball. Tall spires of a Gothic church arrow into the sky above you. Impressed, you look around and leave by a side street. Oh, it's nighttime. Time to save. What's our reputation? Still respected here. We have 3 florins, which are gold pieces, 11 groschen, which are silver, and 8 pfennigs, which are copper. And it's like a really weird exchange rate. It's like 12 pfennigs to a groschen, and I forget how many groschens to a florin. But it's like a really weird, suitably medieval exchange rate. Go to the docks at night and see if we can get another scuffle with some dudes. Oh, here we go. All right. Perforate this dude with javelins. Myth's skill in throwing is not high enough yet to throw over his friends' heads, so we need to work on that. Alright. Have at thee. Try not to die. Fernando, you're getting attacked. There we go. Only minor wounds this time. Alright. Our javelins back. Got some falchions to sell. And we can sell this leather. We got a little bit of cash. Clothing we'll just leave behind. It's not worth anything. Okay, we're getting some skill ups here. As you catch your breath, common folk come into the street and thank you. Bless you, noble traveler, says an old porter. These thugs were terrorizing our neighborhood. They're not going to be terrorizing anyone anymore. We turned them into dog food. And yeah, our rep went from 12 to 15 from that. We'll invisibly disappear down a side street. We're gonna save, and then we're gonna try to get in another fight. Suddenly alert, Fernando senses danger nearby. He warns you all of a group of cutthroat thieves in ambush. Quickly assessing the situation, you decide to offer them all your possessions and grovel for mercy. Use your street sense to talk them into leaving you alone. Scare them away by showing yourselves to be armed and dangerous. Cannot call upon a saint to pacify them because we don't know of any that can do that. Run away as quickly as possible. Distract them with alchemy and escape. We have no potions. Attack them before they attack you. Should be able to get some javelins off on them. Okay, Myth is being difficult in his positioning, so let's move him. Go. Myth or Fernando's just standing there doing nothing. All right. To melee we go. Bongo, what are you doing? You are not doing anything. You are not helping. There we go. There we go. Our javelin's back. They just had clubs. We'll pick them up anyway. Money is money. It's a good skill up there. Oh, we got another reputation increase from that. Reputation is 16 now. Save again. See if we can get into one more fight. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. We threw all of our javelins, so that automatically unequipped them. That's alright, we'll be getting, like, bows soon enough. Alright. Oh, that dude just got mowed down by javelins instantly. Alright, Bongo, get in there. Who Thou, get in there. Myth, get in there. Fernando, get in there. Bongo, you need to fight these dudes. Go help. Oh, Fernando's in trouble. Alright, get our... I think some of our javelins might have broken when we threw them. Alright. Getting some good skill ups, though. To stand back from the now motionless bodies, windows open and people cheer your victory. An old, dignified woman comes up to you. Our thanks, strangers, for stopping these scum. We are finally free of their robberies and beatings. Kind of looks like we set fire to their bodies in the middle of the street. Yeah, Some activity still proceeds on the docks of Spire, even in the darkness. You decide to look around and see what boats are sailing. Escape the city by abandoning your mounts, your armor, and all weighty objects, anything more than 2 pounds, and swimming to freedom. Stroll away down the main street or invisibly disappear down a side street. I think it's about time to head back to the inn and rest. Oh, suddenly alert. Fernando senses danger nearby. Let's re-equip our javelins again. Also, hopefully our reputation is getting to be high enough that guys have extra javelins. That merchants will start offering us quests. We're good. We're going to attack them before they attack us. We are going to attempt to just mow them down with javelins again. That dude's dead. Hang in there, Fernando. Hang in there. There we go. Our javelins back. All right. Another skill up. Another skill up. Skill ups for everyone. Oh no, there are guns in this game. They are really, really slow, so you pretty much just use them as an opening volley at the beginning of combat, and then switch to something else. Also, have another barbecue out here. Seriously, this looks like we piled up all the bodies in the middle of the street and just, like, set them on fire. The thieves lie motionless at your feet. You feel strangely content, as if a higher power intended them to meet such a fate. Okay, we were up all night fighting thugs, so it's daylight now. We're gonna head back to the inn, and then we're going to sleep and regain our strength. Okay, Who Thou and Myth are fully healed, so they're gonna earn some money. But yeah, like, as an adventuring party logistics simulator, this game has very, very potent vortex potential. Okay, Fernando's almost healed. Bongo can earn some money. Fernando's healed, alright. We're good. Let's go check the Alchemist again. Oh yeah, a lot of, like, modern day adventure modules are really bad. Just, like, outright bad. Like, adventure path modules where it's just like a scripted series of linear encounters. I do not like those. Alchemist's Guild. Our good friend Boto Shot. Make Myth our leader. Alright. Let us trade alchemical knowledge and formulas. After some careful discussion, Boto Shot ultimately shakes his head. I'm sorry, but none of your formulas interest me sufficiently to offer an exchange. Ah. Alright. What we should do, though, is, first of all, let's sell all of our stuff we got from those bandits. Let's see, do you have anything? No, you have some falchions to sell, though. And some clubs. And 17 sets of leather armor. We go. We got a fair amount of money here now. What have you got? Okay, we're good. Eventually, I want to get military hammers for some people. Also, the like 24Q and 10Q on here, that is quality rating. The higher quality gear has less of a chance of breaking and has like better chance to hit for weapons. Might do slightly more damage, stuff like that. Since this is based on like medieval Germany, like really high quality weapons are this game's equivalent of magic items. Alright. Let's buy everyone another javelin, I think. Which, of course, you can't get from here. You have to import them from the foreign merchants. The market. We'll head towards the pavilion of the foreign traders. And we can buy some javelins from here. There we go. Let Myth do the bartering. Buy everyone 2 more javelins. Also, I'm going to start getting out the stupid green notebook with owls on it. And I'm going to start making note of which alchemy ingredients are available in which towns. So let's see, what town is this? Speyer. Alchemy reagents in Speyer. Also, we are respected, so we might start getting quests from merchants. Inventories never change, no. So keeping track of which towns offer which items is part of the tech to this game. Like, there are some towns that sell, like... I know there's one town that sells insanely high-quality bows. I can't remember which one, but, they sell really high-quality bows. And so if you want to get, like, ranged weapons, you go there. Okay. They sell pure gold. Eastern black bean. Zinken. And then the different bases, which I think everywhere sells. Pharmacist stalls. White cinnabar. Gum. Chamomile. Pitch blend. Brimstone. Smith has robbed Katane's iron